Water woes and crippling heat across Gauteng with severe thunderstorms in other parts of the country.
The ANC leadership's choice to go with the DA as an, if you like, an ally, and the justification that are shocking shows the level of the quality of leadership that is there.
That's what SACP's Solly Mapaila thinks of the ANC. Thousands of people have been evacuated from their homes as a massive wildfire sweeps across California in the United States.
This is Eyewitness News.
Hello from a very hot Gauteng. We are in the grip of another heat wave. The South African Weather Service says from today, temperatures will increase in the province. They've already reached 36 degrees and rising, and it's not just here.
Persistently high temperatures is expected over the northern and western interior of the Northern Cape. This is expected to last up until Wednesday, the 11th, which is today.
This comes as Europe's climate monitor has said that this year is, quote, effectively certain, unquote, to be the hottest on record and the first above a critical threshold to protect the planet from dangerously overheating. This heat is also behind the wildfires we're seeing in California right now. A ferocious fire has torn through Malibu. At least 7 homes have been destroyed and thousands of people have been told to evacuate the area. Some 1,500 firefighters are continuing to battle the flames. Back in South Africa, the Weather Service says severe thunderstorms are expected in KwaZulu-Natal and parts of the Eastern Cape today. The 2 provinces may also experience damaging winds, hail and flooding. Inflation has edged higher, creeping up to 2.9% in November. This is a marginal increase from the 2.8% seen in the month before. It's the first time inflation has increased in 9 months, although increasing at a slower pace than market expectations. While food prices remain high, Chief Director for Price Statistics at Stats SA, Patrick Kelly, says food inflation is now the lowest in 14 years.
This category saw its annual inflation rate drop to 2.3% from 3.6% in October. 8 of the 11 food and non-alcoholic beverages groups recorded softer inflation, including bread and cereals, milk, eggs and cheese, vegetables, hot and cold beverages, meat and sugar, sweets and desserts. Oils and fats and fruit recorded higher inflation rates.
An 800 million rand hospital oxygen plant tender is to be investigated by the Public Works Department. This comes after the Daily Mavericks investigative unit exposed the dodgy dealings of the Independent Development Trust, which handled the tender on behalf of the Health Department.
Since the dodgy oxygen plant tender has been exposed, the Health Department has indicated it plans to terminate its relationship with the IDT. Daily Mavericks investigation has revealed that 2 out of 3 companies responsible for providing oxygen to the country's hospitals don't have South African Products Regulatory Authority registration, and the other potentially submitted fraudulent documentation. Public Works Minister Dean McPherson says the IDT's Board of Trustees is not currently quorate, with only 7 out of 12 members in place, 1 short of a quorum.
This is why I will be appointing an independent firm to investigate the alleged corporate governance failures that have led to this breakdown in trust.
McPherson says his interactions with the IDT over the last 2 months lead him to believe there are serious governance issues compounded by the fact that it's not been able to produce financial statements for the past year. Lindsay Dentlinger, Eyewitness News.
Out! Open this door! Open it! Open it! Get out! Get out! Get out! You are the one. I said you open. You sold me up. Open Peter. Come. Come. You sold me. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down.
A string of raids today across Gauteng. Police arrested a vehicle dealership owner in Pretoria West for selling stolen cars. 7 were found there. Operation Heatwave has also targeted an illegal plastic manufacturing factory in Pretoria Industrial. Several plastic machines have been found producing bags for well-known retailers. 10 undocumented foreign nationals were arrested.
The owner is known. We will be able to trace the owner, and I can assure you, tomorrow by 2, the owner will be in police cells, the latest. It can be any time from now. But we arrested 10 undocumented persons. All of them come from one country. One can't even speak an inch of any language, including English. And that's also our intent.
With the deadline for Spaza shops registrations fast approaching, more than 13,000 stores in Gauteng have already submitted their applications. There are just 2 days left for Spaza shop owners to register their stores. The 21-day deadline set by the President will expire on Friday. This initiative is part of the government's efforts to regulate the informal business sector following a series of foodborne illnesses allegedly linked to products from Spaza shops. Acting Gauteng Premier Lebogang Maile says nearly 2,000 Spaza shops have been unable to successfully complete their applications, and more than 540 of them in Gauteng have been closed.
As of the 10th of December 2024, the number of Spaza shops issued with registration forms stands at 13,616, of which 1,916, some of the applications are incomplete, missing critical supporting documents. They have been returned. At present, 2,605 applications have been submitted by non-South African Spaza shop owners based on data from the city of Tshwane, Ekurhuleni, Western District Municipality, which is comprising of Mirafong, Rand West City and Mohali City Local Municipality, and the Sidibeng District Municipality, which is made up of Mfuleni, Midvaal and Lesedi Local Municipality.
Police divers have recovered the body of a 17-year-old NSRI lifeguard from Clan William Dam after he went missing during a training exercise.
The Southern Police Services, Western Cape Government Health EMS, and NSRI volunteer lifeguards were searching for the teenager, one of 3 NSRI volunteer lifeguards conducting informal pre-season lifeguard training on Clan William Dam, who reportedly had last been seen paddling on a rescue board.
Lambanon says an inquest docket has been opened for police to investigate the incident.
The ANC embracing neoliberalism, which is a system of modern capitalist economy in which the capitalist system lives on the state. They devour the state. They take all that was the responsibility of the state, whether it's education, it's health, it's other social services, should be in the hands of the private sector. So the people who cannot afford, like in our country where more than half of the population lives in poverty, would have no one to take care of them. So it is in this regard that to justify this thing as a tactic is actually an insult to those who actually ever understand what the National Democratic Revolution is about.
That's what SACP General Secretary Solly Mapaila thinks of the ANC. He also insists partnering with the DA is an error, disagreeing with the view peddled by the ANC that it's a tactical decision, and contesting the next elections allows for the party to set up new relations if the ANC doesn't play ball. Paila's described suggestions from ANC National Chair Gwede Mantashe that the Communist Party tried to deliver the ANC to the EFF and Umkhonto we Sizwe Party as absolute nonsense and disrespectful.
The EFF and MK Party are mere adversaries of the ANC. They cannot even transform a village.
United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has again called for global financial institutions to be reformed as the world grapples with renewed challenges. Guterres made the call during a brief stop in Sandton where he addressed G20 delegates before a courtesy call with International Relations Minister Ronald Lamola in Pretoria. South Africa assumed the G20 presidency earlier this month.
It is time to mend and strengthen the global safety net that during the COVID we detected that it was no longer entirely fit for purpose.
And that's it from us. Don't forget to download the EWN app and see you for more again tomorrow.
Eyewitness News, in touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, log on to ewn.co.za or ewn.mobi.